prostate drama. Why is it a grumpy old alarm clock, and how do you hit snooze? Joe coming at you, and I have a series, men over 50, and these are health hacks in a flash. I'm gonna go through and talk about some things you could do maybe to hit snooze on that grumpy old prostate problems that you might be having, and some common sense. So I'm gonna go through and read a little bit, so don't judge me. I have to make sure I get this right. So it gets grumpier with age, your prostate gland. That's what my father, I saw him really struggle with it. And he used to complain the most about the fact that he'd be getting up all night, go to the bathroom many times and not go much. But it begins usually as benign, they call it the benign prostatic hypertrophy or BPH. And then it can progress and it starts to squeeze the urethra. So that's why they have trouble. Frequent urination, weak stream, feel like you can't fully empty your bladder, all classic signs. Sometimes some pelvic discomfort. Over half of men over 50 deal with this. Can you imagine that? That's pretty high. And it has to do with hormone changes and aging, of course. Left unchecked, it really disrupts sleeps and causes a lot of problems, and it can cause some embarrassment. That usually means there's some more serious things going on too. But you can tame it a little bit with some simple hacks. I'm not saying you can get rid of it, and I'm not saying you don't need to see a doctor if it gets really annoying, but let me go through and talk about some things you can do to try to help it. Eat tomatoes for lycopene. That's been found to really help out, and it might help ease a little bit of the BPH, all right? Add broccoli, spinach, citrus fruits, beans, and salmon for omega-3 to help maybe fight the inflammation. Now again, this is just eating better, I think, too. It makes a big difference. Avoid red meat, caffeine, and alcohol. Certainly, you know what happens when you drink caffeine and alcohol. Skip liquids a couple hours before I go to bed to reduce the nighttime trips. He used to try to really back off on that. It did help. Exercise, do 30 minutes a day. Brisk walking, biking, or swimming might boost the blood flow and help a little bit. Pelvic exercises like Kegels might strengthen the muscles, might get you a little bit more support there. And then there's some supplements out there that are over the counter. Saw palmetto, that's out there. Just be careful, some of the side effects and some of the warnings. But here's a call to action. If you start to get some symptoms that really become annoying, you need to see a doctor, and he's probably gonna have to prescribe something for you. But in the meantime, if you start to see some mild symptoms coming on, can you do some things like these hacks to maybe back that down a little bit? I think you can. And I think you should subscribe to our channel so you can get more men's 50+ health hacks in a flash. So with that, I'm gonna say, tame that grumpy old alarm clock prostate and hit snooze on it by trying just a few of these hacks. And then reach out to your doctor as soon as you can if it starts to get more and more progressive, because it's not worth messing with.